Hi, my name is Mark Ball. I'm Vet Sports on eBay.com. That's VETSPTS. Tonight's break is for a half case break of the 2014 Topps Chrome Football. Tonight we're going to go through, basically skim through. I'm going to open up the 6 boxes. I'm going to open up one box at a time, open up all the packs. Then I will scroll through and I will show each one of the hits. That's everything from the base refractor on up. I will take time to pause to sleeve any autographs that are pulled. But beyond that, I'm not going to sleeve everything on air because it would take too much time, and I still got Strata break right after this. I will tell you that if you guys are interested, tomorrow night I've got the other half of these cases. Another half case of Chrome, another half case of Strata, and then I've also got on Thursday a case of Topps Finest Football. And then I'll sit down with my distributor tomorrow and look at what we're going to do for this weekend. So I'm hoping to do one high-end product for the weekend and one medium product. So a lot of it just depends on how good the sales are. The better the sales, obviously, the bigger the product I can get. For the ones that's in the room, obviously you paid, so I appreciate the quick payment. I don't know what's up with those 5 guys. I've been doing this for about 2.5 months, but this is the most that I've had to wait on for the bulk of the payments. Up until a few minutes ago, I actually only had 2/3 of the payment. So you're talking about 10 or 12 teams wasn't paid for yet. So I apologize for that delay. One note, as if anybody is paying attention or anything, this is me checking my ego, so to speak. I did receive my first negatives this week, and I'll be straight up front with it. What it boils down to is if I got a policy, you must have more, and I stress more than 50% of the card if there is a multi-team card pulled. For example, if it's Browns and Jaguars, for example, the Jake Bortles, Johnny Manziel, you must have both teams to be more than 50%. If it's 50-50, I will random it. Same thing goes for a quad. If it's 2 out of the 4, that's 50%. I will still random it. If anybody's got any problems with that, please let me know and I can refund your money or work out some other thing. It doesn't have to go to a negative feedback just because you have a indifference on the wording or what have you. 50% is just that. I want to be fair to everybody that has ownership of the card. So if you own more, 51% or more, you will obviously get that card. But keep in mind, some of these cards are doubles, they're duals, triples, quads. So I picked a nice even number, 50%, to square that away. So 2/3 on a triple will get you the card. 1/3, it's going to get random off between the other two gentlemen. I'm going to go through here as far as the teams. Give me a while because I do have to scroll down. But again, if anybody's got any discrepancy, let me know. Quit with that.
I'm not trying to do that.
Okay. So for tonight's teams, we got CB Sports Cards. Got the Falcons and Jets. Smooth E's got the Dolphins and Saints. The Franchise Sports Swag's got the Raiders. Warner Fans got the Cowboys. Patriots goes to Holtz, 28001. Joville's got the Bills. Jordan's back at it again. He's got Cardinals, Ravens, Colts, Eagles, and Lions. 1982 Byron's got the Rams. Little 5-0's got the Buccaneers. Puigi Bank's got the Browns. Staus, Stous, has got the Giants. MJ Berg's got the Chargers, Bears, and Bengals. 7644 Matthews got the Seahawks and Titans. D Borders got the Texans. Washington Redskins goes to the Quinn, along with the Broncos, along with the Chiefs. 74 Razors got the Green Bay Packers. They Call Me Moosey's got the 49ers and Panthers. Temptations got the Vikings. Fung's back again. He's got the Jaguars. I think he had the Jaguars last time. And Win. Oh, I know this. This is Wendell. Keith Wendell. Wendell's got the Steelers tonight. Okay. Is there any question as I read off the teams? what hit did I get for you the other day? I know I had numerous huge hits. If you guys were tracking my Supreme last week, I know there's some repeat buyers, so I'm not trying to exclude the new guys. I pulled 3 one-of-ones out of there. A one-of-one Marcus Allen, red parallel auto, and 2 printing plates. One of them was auto. Antonio Gates was the auto for the Chargers, and I can't remember who the other one was. But we pulled a quad. Oh, we pulled a nickname booklet, and it was just huge. One of the links I'm going to send you to tomorrow. I'm going to send you the links to the break. I'm going to send you links to the recap. If by chance there is a random, I'll send links to that. But the following link, the follow on link is going to be to my Facebook page. Eventually, I'm going to work this off of eBay. That's the remainder of the 6 that's going for tomorrow's break. Anyway, that's where we'll have a forum as far as what product you guys are interested in, baseball, football, what have you. It'll also be where I post scans of the top hits, and hopefully we'll get that thing built up. I do plan on doing promotions, stuff like busting, say, a box of Topps Triple Threads, or even stuff like Supreme or stuff like that. But the way I do it, instead of just giving out the box to one of my members, what I will do is, if it's football, I'll randomize all the members, and so there'll be 32. The top 32 will each get a team. If it's baseball, we'll do 30. But again, that's going to be subject to what product that I do. Give me a second to go ahead and tilt the screen, because I know you guys aren't here to look at me.
Sorry.
Okay. Superfractor. Oh, that is sweet. I pulled superfractors for myself personally, but I have not pulled one out in the break. Now, I have pulled, I think, 5 one-of-ones so far. I pulled a Russell Wilson. Pulled a Russell Wilson one-of-one out of Strata. 4 one-of-ones out of Supreme. And I think there was a one-of-one out of Finest. Okay, I'm going to try and run through this about as quick as possible since I'm running behind. For those of you that's in both breaks, both Strata and Chrome, we'll have about a 10-minute intervention while I make sure that I've got the link sent out to the other participants. It will be the same length. That's the reason why I'm bringing it up now. What I will do is I'll stop the record. I'll go to upload onto YouTube. It takes a few minutes for that, and send out the other links. So that'll be your time frame to go ahead and do your bathroom break, or as we used to say in the military, latrine break. If you guys are drinking, share some with me. But beyond that, that'll be your time frame. Stretch your legs while I get everything prepped for the next break. I think I asked this already as I was getting prepared. Is there any questions, whether it's to the teams, to the break itself, even what I said earlier about the possibility of randoms? I hate to kind of sound stern about it. It's just you can work with me. That just don't go ahead and put a negative just because you don't understand. So I just want to make sure everybody's got a clear understanding on why I did that. My biggest thing is me personally, I don't like randoms because someone inadvertently always loses the card. So everything can be worked out. Just give me that opportunity. I've got well over 3,000 feedback. It was 100% up until the other day, and still not sure how I want to approach it, because it's just one of those things where everybody just needs to be on the same sheet, and if you don't address it to me, then you wait till later after you get the cards to leave negative feedback. I can't correct, work, or do nothing. So here we go, gentlemen. Again, what I'm going to show is the actual hits, and the only thing we're going to stop and sleeve would be the autographs. Okay, unless we pull out something huge beyond that. Okay. First thing, we got one of the retros, Carlos Hyde for the 49ers. First refractor of the night, Dolphins, Arthur Lynch. Fantasy Focus, we got Drew Brees for the Saints. Okay, we got our first Blue Wave for the Eagles, Jordan Matthews. The Blue Waves are not numbered. That's why I flipped it. I couldn't recall off the top of my head. Okay, so we got another Eagles there. We got Henry Josey. Got our first mini for the Bengals, Jeremy Hill. Another retro, and that's DeAnthony Thomas for the Chiefs. Justin Gilbert, base refractor for the Browns. Fantasy Focus, it's Jordan Nelson for the Green Bay Packers. Okay, Pulsar refractor, and that's Charles Sims for the Buccaneers. Kelvin Benjamin for the Panthers, base refractor. We got our next mini for the Patriots, Jimmy Garoppolo. Blake Bortles retro for the Jaguars. Okay, too bad it wasn't auto, but Odell Beckham, rookie refractor for the Giants. One of the tall boys for the Oakland Raiders, and that's Derek Carr. Okay, first auto, DeQuizzy Denard, and that's for the Bengals. I'll get that sleeve in just a moment. Okay. Base refractor for the Jaguars, Blake Bortles. Got our first camo coming up. And that's Cam Newton for the Panthers. Tom Savage for the Texans, one of the retros. Silas Red for the Redskins, base refractor. Okay, our first die cut. Tom Savage for the Texans. Got our first green refractor coming up. Jarvis Landry on board for the Dolphins. Falcons, Yallen Smallwood for the base refractor. Okay. First pink, and the pinks are serial numbered out of 399, and that's Ace Sanders for the Jaguars. And that's it for box one. Let me see what this is. Okay, got it. Okay. Just want to make sure nobody was having problems with the link. There's still only 11 viewers in there. I know there's a few of you got multiple teams. I just want to make sure that the ones that's in there is not having any problems. If you're in this room and you made multiple payments rather than wait for my invoice, do me a favor, send me a message. I think I saw one name, but I can't remember off the top of my head. But I want to make sure you guys get correct shipping. The only thing I charge is $1 extra for the shipping. So if you paid two separate payments, for example, you basically pay $2 too much, because it's $3 for the initial team and $1 for the additional. So if you know that you paid me on separate teams, by all means send me an eBay message, and I'll get that corrected. I probably won't get it corrected until tomorrow morning when I scrub everything, because tonight after I finish these breaks, my first focus is to finish getting the stuff sleeved, sorted, and broke down. Then the next phase is going to be the recaps and scans. So that way, hopefully by lunchtime tomorrow, everybody's package will go out. So I'm trying to get a little bit more efficient. You figure basically I'm breaking down over 1,000 cards, getting everything sleeved, doing the video links and everything else. It gets tedious for a one-man operation. And with me being a relatively new breaker, I'm not quite as smooth as some of these other breakers. Been around a day or two. So, but again, I appreciate everybody's interest, especially the handful of you that are repeat buyers. The only thing I can do is get better. Hope like hell I don't get worse, but hey, I'm human. Oops. Okay, box 2, gentlemen. Let's go. Okay, retro, Jimmy Garoppolo for Patriots. Base refractor for the Browns, and that's Pierre Desir. Hopefully I don't butcher the names too bad. Fantasy Focus for the Lions, and that's Matthew Stafford. Panthers on board with the Pulsar, and that's Tyler Gaffney. Maurice Grice for the Chargers, base refractor. Next mini we got is Clowney for the Texans. Bengals, Jeremy Hill. Another one of those retros. Okay, Ryan Shazier for the Steelers, base refractor. Fantasy Focus, you got DeMarco Murray for the Cowboys. Okay, Blue Wave. Okay, and that's Jared Abadaris for the Green Bay Packers. Last week we pulled I want to say it was serial numbered out of 10 out of finest of Jared. So nice autograph there last week. But anyway, Xavier Grimble, and that's for New York Giants, base refractor. Our next mini for the Titans, Zach Mettenberger. Going back to the Browns, you got Johnny Manziel, retro. Eagles back on board with Jordan Matthews, base refractor. Colts is up top with the tall boy, Dante Moncrief. I was just talking about this guy. Now, this is something I don't like, but hey, this is tops for you. This is the base auto, Jared Abadaris for the Green Bay Packers. If you look at it closely, you'll see that that's a sticker. The other one was not a sticker. It was on card. So I think that is my first sticker auto from Topps Chrome. I'm not a big fan of the sticker autos, but oops, I know what I did. When you try and put in a thick card sleeve into a regular one, it doesn't quite fit. Okay, Ahmad Dixon for the Cowboys, base refractor. Got a blue coming up. And that's Deshaun Jackson for the Redskins. Going back to the Buccaneers for the retro, and that's Charles Sims. Base refractor for the Bengals, and that's DeQuizy Bernard, or Denard. I keep forgetting to pronounce that D. Next die cut, and that's Carlos Hyde for the 49ers. Jaguars green refractor, and that's Craig Logston. Lawston. So I'm starting to add letters and take away and whatnot. Base refractor, and that's for the Buccaneers, and that's Robert Heron. And we got our first gold for the Colts, and that's Robert Mathis. See if that's a jersey number. Nope. Serial number 12 out of 50. Okay, I'm going to set that right there. Okay, so that's in the box 2. Oops. Okay, so at least we're seeing a little bit of color, but I'd like to see some big names. Hey, you mentioned that Superfractor. I might not have caught the name because I'm busy busting the packs. Who was it that you pulled? And I'm presuming it was another football product. Moose, was that to you that mentioned the superfractor? I was asking who you got. Okay, Dante Moncrief for the Colts, retro. Base refractor for the Saints, and that's Brandon Coleman. I started to say Cooks. I don't know why I did that. San Francisco 49ers, you got Vernon Davis, fantasy focus. Pulsar for the Vikings, and that's Jarrett McKinnon. Bills, nice. Whoops, getting away from the camera there. Sammy Watkins for the Bills, base refractor. Another Dante Moncrief for the Colts, and that's the mini. See, so you got both the mini and the tall boy for Dante so far. Logan Thomas for the Cardinals, one of the retros. Followed up by Michael Sam base refractor for the Rams. Okay, so I did see it. It was the retro super. Okay. New York. That's one of the tall boys. It's Jace Amaro. I'm saying New York. It's New York Jets for if some of you are not familiar with some of the teams. Dang, guys. Okay, I'll get to sleeve in just a second. This is another sticker auto. That's Mike Davis for the Raiders. Oops, just about went past it. Dre Archer, base refractor for the Steelers. Got some purple and pink right there. Terrell Suggs for the Ravens. Allen Robinson, retro for the Panthers. Or excuse me, Jaguars. Base refractor, Aaron Murray for the Chiefs. Fantasy focus, that's Antonio Brown for the Steelers. Blue Wave, you got Terrence West for the Browns. Taj Boyd, base refractor for the Jets. Jordan Matthews. Okay, that's one of the retros for the Eagles. Or not the retros, minis for the Eagles. Bishop Sankey for the Titans, retro. Should probably slow down a little bit. I'm trying to get caught up with Strata since everything got pushed late. Anyway, that's Terrence West, base refractor for the Browns. Bishop Sankey die cut for the Titans. Green refractor for the Raiders, Mike Davis. Base refractor for the Packers, and that's Jared Abadaris. Drew Brees for the Saints, camo. And that puts us at the halfway mark, gentlemen. Anybody got any suggestion for product that you're looking at? I think I already mentioned I got Finest coming in. Um, Looking at the possibility of either, and again it depends on funds, but I'm looking at black or another case of Supreme. Might even consider a lower end Panini product. Again, it just depends on the funds. Yeah, it looks more like a scribble. It's I don't know. It don't even look like a signature. Okay, so starting box 4, gentlemen. Okay, retro for the Jaguars, Marquise Lee. Charles Sims for the Buccaneers, base refractor. Fantasy Focus, that's AJ Green for the Bengals. Blue Wave, Taj Boyd for the Jets. Chargers, base refractor, it's Jason Verrett. Jarvis Landry, mini for the Dolphins. Another Taj Boyd, this time it's the retro for the Jets. Jerick McKinnon for the Vikings, base refractor. You got Eagles, LaShawn McCoy, Fantasy Focus. Zach Martin for the Cowboys, Pulsar refractor. Tyler Gaffney, base for the Panthers. Martavius Bryant, mini. And that's for the Steelers. Trey Mason, retro for the Rams. Cody Hoffman, base for the Redskins. Paul Richardson, die cut for the Seattle Seahawks. Okay, so Chrome Mini. Okay, I'll look into pricing on that. Green Refractor, and that's Greg Robinson for the Rams. Base Refractor, that's Zach Martin. Okay, this is a Sepia. Okay, and that's Michael Sam. That's serial numbered out of 99. And Michael Sam for the Rams. There's that Khalil Mack. We know the Superfractor's gone for the Raiders. Derek Carr, base refractor for the Raiders. Devonta Freeman, tall boy for the Atlanta Falcons. Coney Ealy, auto for the Panthers. That one is on card, gentlemen. Okay, for the Steelers, you got Stephen Tuitt, base refractor. Along with our first black out of the case, and that's Clay Matthews for the Packers. Okay, another thing I like trying to do for some of you that's been in my breaks before, when I get to this last box here, if you guys want to guess who you think the last auto will be, I'll give you $5 credit towards a future break. It does not have to be a guess from the team that you currently purchased from me tonight. So if you purchase the Browns, you can feel free to guess the San Fran 49ers or whatever. The only thing is no multiple guesses and no, in other words, don't repeat someone else's guess. But again, it's the last auto that's in this box right here. So start listing those guesses down. Let's have this fun, interactive, and so far I've done this 6 times, and so far it's 0 for 6. I have yet to give away a $5 credit. So let's see if we can't change that. Okay, is he having a problem with the room? Okay. 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 You know, we're about due for a good Odell as well. The first case break that I did, we got a Odell, I think it was a Pulsar refractor. I think it was the finest, serial numbered out of 10. And that thing was huge. It would have been even better if it was autographed. Easy $500+ card if it was autoed. But still, for just being a serial numbered out of 10 refractor, that was still a $100+ card for the guy who got that. So, but yeah, the last couple times we pulled something, we've pulled Andre Williams. We haven't pulled Odell in a while, so he's definitely due. And we're due, out of this product, we're due a Johnny Manziel too. Okay, so we got one guess for Odell and one guess for Jason Verrett. Come on, 12 of you in the room. Let's get some more guesses in there, gentlemen. And if there's a lady in the house, I apologize. I'm just not tracking you. So if you ladies are more than welcome to put a guess in there as well. No, you're not guessing the team, you're guessing the actual player that's going to sign. Man, you hit a Superfractor and a Manziel. Sounds to me like you're on fire, guy. Okay, box number 5. Starting off Derek Carr Retro. Teddy Bridgewater, base refractor for the Vikings. Green Bay Packers, that's Aaron Rodgers, Fantasy Focus. Blue Wave, Aaron Murray for the Chiefs. Jason Morrow for the Jets, base refractor. Mike Evans for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, mini. Paul Richardson for the Seahawks, retro. Cody Latimer for the Broncos, base refractor. Colts back in there for Andrew Luck, Fantasy Focus. Pulsar, Cody Huffman for the Washington Redskins. Whoops. Base refractor for the Cardinals, Logan Thomas. Well, it's not autoed, but we got a nice Odell Beckham mini right there for the Giants. Austin Jenkins for the Buccaneers, retro. A.J. McCarron, base refractor for the Bengals. Devonta Adams die cut for the Packers. Green refractor for the Falcons, that's Jake Matthews. Base refractor for Devonta Adams, Green Bay Packers. Clowney camo for the Texans. Michael Sam for the Rams, retro. Damian Williams, base refractor for the Dolphins. Eric Ebron, tall boy for the Detroit Lions. Saints on board. Brandon Coleman, rookie auto. Nice. This one's serial numbered out of 50. So we got 2 die cuts out of this one. And that's Derek Carr. Followed up by a Clowney base refractor right behind it for the Texans. Ending with Marcus Robertson for the Rams, pink refractor. Out of all the cases I've opened, that is only the second serial numbered out of 50 die cut that I've pulled. I've pulled one mini that was serial numbered out of 50. One retro serial numbered out of 50. I think that's it. Those ones out of 50, they're normally case hits, but if you get a mini, you won't get a die cut. If you get a die cut, and vice versa. So it seems like it's pretty well spread as far as that's concerned. Okay. Yeah, no good auto so far. The only good aspect of that is that means the second half of the case should be good. We should be seeing some good. Hopefully there's a color auto out of this, but hopefully out of that second half we'll see some color out of that as well. And we're due. Let's see, we're due some good color. And I hadn't seen any redemptions out of this. Not since. Well, actually, I can't remember. Actually, I might be getting ahead of myself. I might be thinking about another product. I know Strata is usually redemption heavy. Okay, so just one more reminder in case you guys are floating back and forth between different rooms, TV shows, or whatever. Get those guesses in. When I get down to this last pack, once I put my hand on that stack getting ready, all guesses are stopped. I've already got a guess for Odell Beckham. I've got a guess for Verrett. I've got a guess for, what was the other one I saw? Logan Thomas. So get those guesses in. And again, that's $5 credit to a future break. Well, from the way you're talking about those other breaks, sounds like you might be on the money. Okay, 3, 2, 1. Stop. Sound like I'm calling a PT test for the military again. Okay, so all guesses are stopped. I got Jason Verrett, Logan Thomas, Taj Boyd. Yeah, there's Verrett. And then the Odell. Okay, so without further ado, let's break this baby down. Aaron Murray for the Chiefs, retro. David Fales for the Bears, base refractor. Lions back with another fantasy focus, and this one's Reggie Bush this time. Blue Wave, and that's Ahmad Dixon for the Cowboys. Base refractor for the Texans, C.J. Fedorowicz. Johnny Manziel Mini for the Browns. Sammy Watkins for the Bills, retro. Okay, the Bears, another fantasy focus, and that's Matt Forte. Jason Verrett, non-auto for the Chargers, one of the Pulsars. Jake Matthews for the Falcons, base refractor. Bishop Sankey, mini for the Titans. Odell Beckham Jr., retro, non-auto. Paul Richardson, base refractor for the Seahawks. DeAnthony Thomas, Kansas City Chiefs, one of the tall boys. Okay. Ooh. Okay. I'm going to set this right here. Actually, right here. And I'll go to that in a second. Okay. Alfred Morris, 1,000-yard club. There's only one of these per case. And I've actually had a couple of cases where it didn't have it. And he's for the Redskins. Followed up by Mike Evans for the Buccaneers, base refractor. Andre Williams, retro for the Giants. Jalen Saunders for the Jets, base refractor. Cody Latimer, die cut for the Broncos. Ravens on board for green refractor, and that's Timmy Jernigan. Deion Buchanan for the Cardinals, base refractor. And the last refractor, blue, Blake Bortles for the Jaguars. Nice blue one there. Okay. And the autograph for the box, we did hit a refractor, gentlemen. But that is C.J. Mosley for the Ravens. Nobody had that one. Okay, here's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to do a real quick auto recap. I'm not going to do the full recap. And then I'm going to transition straight into the strata, so bear with me. So our first auto, that's Brandon Coleman for the Saints. Coney Ealy for the Panthers. Mike Davis for the Raiders. Jared Abbrederis for the Packers. And DeQuincy Bernard for the Bengals. Dinard. I keep wanting to add that in the B. And then the final one was C.J. Mosley for the Baltimore Ravens. And that was the refractor auto. Okay. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and stop this record, transition to Strata. Again, if you're in that one, fine. If you're not in that one, you're more than welcome to stay and watch. Hopefully the magic will pick up in that one.